Good day, Mr. Olajide.
Yes, good morning,
Mr. Now there is a huge crisis.
Mr. Rashid.
Huge crisis.
So flip this here,
yes.
Okay.
Between Alaafin of Oyo and Ooni of Ife,
okay.
Oba Adeyeye,
okay.
Ogunwusi, Ọ̀jájá-2, and Alaafin of Oyo, Abimbola Owade. There's this fight of supremacy between both of them. It has been happening since maybe last week till now. But a traditionalist has come out to say these people, they are under his spell.
Yes.
Is that true that these monarchs are under his spell?
Yes, that is absolute truth. There's a spell that was, spell is equal to, it's almost like a curse. There was spell that was called, that was issued out by Alaafin Aule of former Oyo Empire. How came about is that when Afoja, the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò, had problem with Alaafin Abiodun, one of the former Alaafin of the old Oyo Empire. Afoja was an Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò.
Afoja was the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò.
Yes, appointed by Alaafin.
Okay.
Abiodun. You know, Oyo Empire grew. They conquered many Yoruba towns. They put many Yoruba under them. They went beyond coast of Yoruba into the Benin Republic. Conquered many other regions too. Alaafin is the head of is the present commander-in-chief. The head of the military is usually called Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò.
In Yoruba
land of Oyo Empire.
Okay.
Of Oyo Empire. Afoja was so named as Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò under Alaafin Abiodun. That was who named him. It's like President Tinubu named that CDS Musa as number one head of military.
Yes.
You know the chief of defence staff.
Yes.
Is the head of both army, navy, and air force. We have chief of army staff, chief of air staff, chief of naval staff. We now have chief of defence staff. Chief of defence staff is the overall head of all the military in Nigeria. Is a four-star general. Four-star general. So that's the equivalent position of Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò, generalissimo of military, the command, the army of Oyo Empire. That's number one commander. After him is the king. When he was appointed now as Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò, easily has that because he was too powerful, the king was afraid of him, something like that, and there's a kind of conspiracy maybe how to eliminate him. He was given an assignment to go and lead a war to a place called Ile. Yes, and nowhere, nobody has succeeded in launching a war after on Ile town. So they know that whoever does that is a suicide. It's a suicide mission. So they now thought that maybe the king just eliminated him by asking him to really go to Ile. So among the people who conspired, who asked king to do that, they now came back again and tell Afoja that the king will ask you to go and take war to Ile. And actually the king told him. So he now knew that king wanted to kill him. He now revolted against king Abiodun. Alaafin Abiodun was voted against by Afoja, the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò. That matter snowball into the army, created into two factions. Some loyalists of Afoja among the army, some loyalists of the king. Fights ensued in the whole Oyo. In fact, that's the beginning of collapse of Oyo Empire. That's the beginning of collapse of Oyo Empire, where the army was divided. Afoja ran away from Oyo, where he wanted to be arrested. He ran away with some soldiers and went to Ilorin and camped there. But Afoja, the king Abiodun knew that as far as Afoja has not been arrested, he's not safe. He now began to gather more strength to launch war at Afoja in Ilorin because they were here where he was hiding. Unfortunately for him, he was able to capture Afoja. He died. Alaafin died in that crisis. And then Alaafin came up to power. Called Alaafin Aole. You know that one he inherited the war fear already on between Afoja and Alaafin Abiodun. That was the Alaafin that actually carried out the whole war against Alaafin against Afoja. When the war was when Afoja was almost being captured, he invited Sheikh Alimi, one of the full soldiers, one of the field commander of Osana Fodio.
This is a Fulani man.
Sheikh Alimi is a Fulani man. He's one of the field commander of Osana Fodio, who captured the Hausa land. He invited them to him that they should help him fight alongside him against King Aule. Wait, I'm coming to that. Let me land on that point.
Okay.
How the aspect came about. When Afoja invited Sheikh Alimi and his Fulani fighters warriors on the side, they launched war. At King Aule, Alaafin Aule. They overpower him. But Alaafin Aule died for national death. That's how Afoja was able to overcome the war. But before King Aule died, he shot 3 arrows to the air. 3 arrows. And he pronounced a curse on Yoruba people.
He pronounced a curse on Yoruba people?
Yeah, I will bring I will bring my school when I was in choice. So you see the curse pronounced. But Aule, you read this yourself. All I don't expect those kind of things to public. You know, unlike him, you don't watch your destiny in it. I'm only confirming the veracity. I can show you. I'm not put to the public. You can see it. I can bring it. I mean, Baba say, I will see present something about Yoruba. I can show you. You see it. You read it yourself. You will confirm it. He shot 3 arrows to the air and pronounced curse after each arrow on Yoruba.
Each arrow represents a curse.
Yes. So before he died, that's Alaafin Aule. So those who are saying that under a curse, it is true. That's the fact. I studied this in school now. I studied when I was in school now. I studied it there. I saw it. And I still have the handout with me. So that's the fact. That's it. So but was able to now overcome Alaafin Aule. Aule died. He had peace in Ilorin. He was able to now be reigning. He now used those Fulani warriors as security guards around him. Unknown to him that's a greater mistake because they dominated the warrior that helped to fight against Alaafin Aule warriors. Unfortunately for him, the Fulani security men connived against him, plotted against him, and killed Afoja and took over the reign of power in Ilorin as emir. That's what happened.
When the emir of Ilorin
started from Sheikh Alimi. That's when Sheikh Alimi dynasty of emirship of emirate over Ilorin township started. Sheikh Alimi is the name of the field commander that helped him to. He's the leader of the Fulani commander, Fulani warriors that helped Afoja to fight against. So that's it. So that statement that they are under course, under spell, is a 100% fact. Rashid, I don't try lie. When I come to public to talk, I talk from objective point of view. I don't talk sentimentally. I don't talk ethically. I can do it perfectly good if you very engage me in that. And then he will know that I have stuff and that too. I talk. I'm not ashamed as your woman may deny it. It's what I read in school that I read that past as GLS. General Studies under when I was in institution. So, and I still have the handout I promise I will bring it to you. You will read it. There you see it. You will read the course. Read the King Outlet. So it's a 100% fact of Abuja. And Abuja won that war. That was that man that was talking about replacing a town in London for a whole state. That's the year I was engaging him. That other towns of Yoruba land in Kwara, even in Kogi, do you have Fulani there at all? No Fulani. They are being ruled by king all over that's everything. Yes.
Who they be starting to do? Prominent Islamic cleric Dr. Ahmad Abubakar Mahmoud Gumi has raised concerns over the alleged presence of Israel's intelligence agency Mossad in Nigeria. What is your take on this, sir?
Let me just say it very clearly. Mossad coming in Nigeria. I think to an extent it should be on some certain level of operations, whether it's going to be on covert operations or whether it's going to be the interest of the Jewish people across board, whether it's going to be something they needed to do that will benefit for the interest of the Israeli government. Mossad has been established as a result of what the Jewish nation called Haganah. Haganah in Jewish language means defense. It was established by one Russian, Jewish Russian, and the other one who came together to form an intelligence unit of the Haganah. The Haganah, like I said, in Jewish translation means defense. So to provide intelligent information in that regard, a spy agency was established by two prominent trained Russian Jews. Then it was ratified under the leadership of the Prime Minister Ben-Gurion. Mossad is the second high-ranking spy agency in the world after CIA. They have carried out too many covert operations with the protection of Israel and Jewish people across board. It is one of the principles of which it was being established. Mossad does not take any permission from any government anywhere in the world to carry out operations, whether covert operations or not, or seeking intelligence or cyber attack, whichever way. As long as you have become a threat to the Israeli government and the Jewish people all over the world, the Mossad will go for you.
Why do you not think they're in Nigeria? Because according to Shebu,
Nigeria has stood against the interest of the Jewish nation. Nigeria has stood against the people of Israel as a nation. Nigerian government has backed killers of the Israeli people, except Jonathan. When the Israeli diplomat visited Nigeria, hosted by Bianca, Ojukwu, Minister of State, Minister of Foreign Affairs for states. The Northerners warned that they do not want to see any Jew in Nigeria. They do not want to see any Israel in Nigeria. We are the Jewish people, we are black Jews. Whether you like it or not, that's what the Igbo people are.
So the Mossad are here to help the Igbo people.
Mossad are here in two things: to get information on why Nigeria government had decided to back Hamas. Nigeria is Mossad is likely investigating the killing of Christians in Nigeria. The murder of the black Jews, the Igbo people, the Christians. I am angry when I talk about it. The Northerners has always threatened the presence of any Israeli government official in Nigeria. You can recall, I don't want to give you an insight. You can recall, I've just given you a small brief of what Mossad is all about, how Mossad came, how it was incorporated into Israeli government under Ben-Gurion. They went to, I think it started from Buhari, United Nations General Assembly. He attacked the Israeli government over the crisis between Palestine and Israel. They backed those who were killing Israelis. Thereafter, 8 years of Buhari's administration, we had Tinubu's administration, and Shetima happens to be the vice president. By omission or by commission, either hook or crook, he attended the United Nations General Assembly. I'm talking about Shetima. And he backed those who murdered on October 7. Nigeria government supported, backed those who murdered on October 7. The Israel nation you are seeing today is not Israel of yesterday. When over 6 million Jews were killed in a gas chamber by Adolf Eichmann. They call him Eichmann. Hitler. Adolf Eichmann, Hitler. 6 million people died in one day. Kai, it's a war. Under the watch of Bibi, whom God have destined for greatness, who God has used to move the capital of the Jewish nation back to Bible-ordained Jerusalem. Nigerian government must understand this very clearly. Nigeria is a secular society and it is not an Islamic nation and should be treated or handled or should be seen to be protecting the image and lauding the image of Nigeria as a secular nation and not as an Islamic nation. That is the basis of which a certain information might be believed to have, that is believed to be classified, possibly has been found in one way or the other, Mossad having access to it. Linking jihadist Islamist tendencies, killings in Nigeria to the enemies of the Middle East. A lot of people do not know that the Middle East have enemies and are stand to be corrected. On October 7, just barely last year, last 2 years, Hamas, Hezbollah and ISIS fighters invaded the state of Israel unprovoked and murdered over 5,000 people. Kai. They are not joking. They are here. They can carry out an operation and disappear and go. Nobody will know. But for Gumi and the Northerners to single out that Tinubu should do otherwise as a result of Mossad presence, unfortunately, Tinubu cannot do anything over the issue of Mossad. Whether they have come to plant one or two informations as Nigeria is heading towards disintegration and to partner with their brothers in Africa, whether adopted or not, we are their brothers, to stop the killing of Igbos in Igbo land. Thank you.